Around 2.5 billion years ago, the world, specifically the American Southwest, was a vastly different place. The North American continent was still forming. Parts of the Southwest were underwater. In addition, volcanic activity was creating island arcs off the Pacific coast, and they collided with the North American continent, a process known as continental oceanic convergence. The oceanic, or Pacific plate, was forced under the North American or continental plate, creating the uplifting of the Colorado Plateau. Again and again, these processes over the next several million years continued. Opening of the Gulf of California around 6 million years ago, a large river was created and made its way northeast. This river began to cut its way through the area, and the Grand Canyon's origins have begun. Add to the recipe volcanic activity 1.8 to 500,000 years ago that deposited lava and caused shifts in the large river or Colorado River. Downcutting by the Colorado, further seismic shifts, weathering, layers and layers of sedimentary rock deposition, erosion, and further excavation by the last ice age continued, and a great national treasure emerges. Numerous colorful and spectacular rock formations, caves, and picturesque views have been created, and to this day, the Grand Canyon is considered one of the 7 natural wonders of the world. Continuing erosion and how quickly each distinctive rock group reacts to erosion give the canyon its abundance of different shaped cliffs, slopes, valleys, and caves. The composition of the rocks, which may contain iron and other colorful minerals, give the canyon's 40-odd rock layers a vivid color scheme. Various shades of reds, yellows, and greens make it a breathtaking sight. The Grand Canyon covers 1,218,375 acres of land. Its width is 18 miles wide at the widest point. Average width is 10 miles wide. The deepest point in the Grand Canyon is 6,000 vertical feet. There are also uplifted sedimentary rock formations that can reach heights between 5,000 and 13,000 feet above sea level. It is considered a world-famous geological site, and new fossil and mineral deposits are periodically discovered. The scientific aspects of the Grand Canyon are not all that there is to one of the 7 natural wonders of the world, though. The Grand Canyon has parts in 3 states: Arizona, Utah, and Nevada. It is administered by the United States Park Service and the Hualapai Indian Reservation. The Grand Canyon was officially established as a national park in 1919. In 2010, the Grand Canyon got recognition with its own quarter under the America the Beautiful Quarters program. There are a number of ways to explore the canyon that most people are familiar with. These include hiking hundreds of miles of trails. Sightseeing by mule is still popular and has been since 1885. There are numerous scenic overlooks throughout the park, and the park can be explored by bus. Also, for the adventurous, are rafting trips on the Colorado River that range anywhere from 1 day to 2 weeks in length. Camping is popular, and there are a number of campgrounds throughout the park. The newest attraction is the Grand Canyon Skywalk. Located on the west rim is a horseshoe-shaped glass walkway that extends 70 feet into the canyon itself. It is 10 feet wide and is 4,000 feet above the Colorado River. Not for the faint of heart, however, it is quite structurally sound. The glass that you stand on is 4 inches thick. The structure consists of 1 million pounds of steel, 83,000 pounds of glass, and weighs 71 million pounds. It is able to stand an 8.0 magnitude earthquake from 50 miles away and can withstand winds in excess of 100 miles per hour. It is actually quite safe and sound. Many people, of course, take the non-traditional helicopter trips and airplane trips from Las Vegas and other airports. The Grand Canyon, a wonder of the world, and always will be.
The Gorges du Verdon are a top tourist attraction in Provence. Provence is in the southeastern part of France and holds this beautiful, beautiful landmark. Most people call the Gorges du Verdon the Grand Canyon of France. So let's start with some history. This beautiful landmark dates back to the Triassic period, about 250 to 200 million years ago. Provence, the part of France where the gorges are located, were underwater. This caused limestone and coral deposits to form. You can still see traces of the coral and limestone today in 2014. The beautiful river that runs through the Gorges du Verdon is called the River Verdon. The reason it is called that is because of its watercolor. The water is a bright green, quite beautiful. The most stunning part of the Gorges du Verdon is the canyon between Castellane and Moustier-Sainte-Marie, where the valley can plunge 700 meters or 2,300 feet. And if you're afraid of heights, I would not suggest looking down from that. The source of the Verdon River is about 2,500 meters altitude. There is also a beautiful lake called Lake de Castillon. The lake is created by damming the Verdon River with the Barrage de Castillon. Now, right beyond the dam is where the Verdon River reaches the canyon. This is where you will see most of the tourists. Boaters, kayakers, fishermen, anything that requires water, this is where it takes place because it's so gorgeous and luxurious and perfect. Now to tourist attractions. You can do several things in the gorges. To start with the gorge, of course, you can kayak, you can fish, you can jet ski, you can boat, you can tan, you can swim. Whatever you want to do, go to the gorge and enjoy yourself. On the river itself, before the dam, you can raft, do more fishing, or explore all along the bed of the river. You can find seashells, old artifacts perhaps, and enjoy the wildlife that's along the banks. Things you can do outside of the water include hiking, quad riding, motorcycling, driving around, go rock climbing. You could even bird watch. There's also a small little town There's also a little town that you can go speak to the people, ask the history, see what other fun things you can do that I haven't mentioned, and to make new friends.